Listen to me carefully, because what I am about to tell you in the next few minutes can change your life forever. If you feel poor, if you believe you have nothing, if you think the world owes you something, you have already lost. The most dangerous poverty is not in your wallet, it is in your mind. Carl Jung never wrote about successful beggars. He wrote about men who conquered inner empires without owning a single coin. True poverty is not measured in dollars, it is measured in consciousness. I have seen people with full bank accounts living like emotional beggars, and I have seen men with nothing build entire worlds through pure psychological clarity. The difference is simple. One thinks like the deprived even with money. The other thinks like a ruler even when he cannot afford the bus. Great individuals did not transform reality because they had resources. They created resources because their inner world was ordered. Caesar crossed the Rubicon without asking permission. Napoleon rose from obscurity and brought kings to their knees. They did not cry because they lacked means. They generated resources through their mind, through vision, through an unbreakable will shaped from within. We live in a world that tells you that you need a title, perfect credit, or a family inheritance to succeed. All lies designed to keep you where you are. The system needs you to feel inferior. A man who feels poor is a man who has been tamed. A man who thinks like a king, even with empty hands, is dangerous to the established order. Mental poverty is worse than economic poverty because it destroys you from the inside. A man without money, but with the mind of a conqueror, always finds a way. A man with a victim mentality, even if you hand him $1 million, will lose everything, because in his psyche, he is still deprived. Jungian individuals did not focus on what they lacked. They focused on what transformation came next. While you focus on absence, someone else is focused on possibility. Let me give you a real example. A man arrived in this country without papers, without language, without connections. He slept on the floor with others. He learned English from YouTube. He worked for free to learn the craft. In months, he had paying clients. In a year, he had a company. Difference? Mental structure. He never felt poor. Real power is built through awareness, not only through capital. A conscious individual is worth more than 100 unconscious followers. Your ability to read people, integrate your shadow, form alliances, and see opportunities others miss is worth more than any bank account. Your network is more valuable than your bank balance. Those who are poor in mind collect objects. Those who are rich in mind collect relationships. Respect does not come from your financial statement. It comes from how you show up in the world. Act with inner authority, and people respond. This is not pretending. It is recognizing your real worth, regardless of temporary circumstances. The perception of abundance opens real doors. Influential people invest in psychological solidity, not insecurity. Resources flow toward those who behave as if they already possess inner capital. When intelligent people lack money, they invest in skills that cannot be taken away. Learn to communicate, learn to persuade, learn to solve problems, learn to lead. Authority was not inherited, it was cultivated. Skill by skill, strategy by strategy. Resources appear when competence is demonstrated. Produce small results. Create something from nothing. Reject the submissive employee mindset. Even if you work for someone else, think like an owner. Employees think in hours. Owners think in results. Modern slavery comes with a paycheck and the illusion of safety. Your true value is not in your wallet, it is in your inner strategy. A poor man with strategy is only temporarily poor. A rich man without strategy is only temporarily rich. Never allow yourself to feel poor in your identity. Poverty is psychological before it is economic. If you lack money, that is temporary. If you lack skills, you acquire them. If you lack connections, you build them. But if you accept mental poverty as identity, defeat has already occurred inside you. Your mind is your only true asset. Everything else can be taken from you. What you integrate into your psyche cannot. So listen carefully. Never accept the label of poverty. A prince is not born, he is forged. You decide whether you build your inner empire or remain a pawn in someone else's name.